Hey guys, this is Pringe. Even though the name on the top is wrong, but then this is Pringe, guys.
Oh yeah, sorry, the name wrong. And this is Dan.
This is Dan, that is correct.
And we're back. So what are we doing, Pringe, today?
So guys, we are here to answer any questions that you guys might have for crypto in general, Ledger, NFT, or anything that you might have regarding this ecosystem. Or if any tokens that you might want to be supported, then you can let us know, and then we can escalate it to our dev team. Before we start, of course, we'll start with some caution. It's like never ever share your 24 words seed phrase with anyone. Anyone asking for 24 words is a scammer. Never enter a 20 or 24 words on a app or a phone or a password manager, because today only I had a case where a user lost almost $26,000 worth of crypto.
Oh wow.
Because he had stored his seed phrase on a password password manager, and then he deleted it like 2 years back. But then he thought that it's still safe. But that's the thing, guys. Once your seed phrase touches internet, it's never safe, and anyone can get access to it, and then can drain your funds.
Oh wow, poor user. So like he lost his phrase that way, and then he lost his device, or
No, he's just like he had saved his seed phrase on the password app, and then he just got his wallet got drained 2 days back, and then he remembered, okay, that was my own fault.
Okay.
So that's why I never share your 24 words and never store it online anywhere, only on the device. That's the place where it goes, guys.
Absolutely, because you never know who has access to your phone. They might be, or a computer. There might be malware. There might be stuff that logging your keystrokes, and this is how they get your recovery phrase if you ever type it into any device that's connected to the internet. That being said, guys, before we start, as usual, give us a little feedback in terms of the sound. If you can hear us properly, if the sound is good, and the video as well. We're trying to make the experience better every single day, every single time. So that being said, we've got a lot of questions. So maybe we'll start.
Yep. So first one is from 123KLW. Hello, when I attempt to send my Optimism from Ledger to an exchange, Ledger says on the phone app, not enough Ethereum fees yet. In my Ledger Live, will not even go to step 2 or even highlight the next step. So what should we do?
This one is easy. So you have OP, so I guess you have OP token in your account. So it might be in your Optimism account, or maybe you keep that into your Ethereum account. But the OP token is not enough, cannot pay for transaction fee. You need ETH in that account as well, in the same account, in order to be able to move the OP tokens. So make sure to get some ETH in the same account from an exchange, for example, and then try the transaction again. And I think Pringe,
there's an article that explains it for tokens on different networks, but then it will be helpful for the user.
But it's the same for most
EVM chains.
Yeah, EVM chains. Like Ethereum, you need ETH in your accounts to move ERC20 tokens. Arbitrum, same thing. Optimism, Metis. I think Metis has its own token. But
it goes for all mainnet tokens, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the answer.
Yep. Next one is from Nuff said, how do we link our bank account to Ledger, and is it safe? Example, if we cash out a huge amount, will feds have access to that information from Ledger or through the bank? So first of all, it's not possible to link your bank account to Ledger, because Ledger is like a non-traditional financial thing, so it's not going to connect with the traditional financing. So the first question is, it's not possible, and since it's not possible, there's no need to be safe or not safe. And the only thing you can do is buy some crypto with your bank account, and then you can transfer it to your Ledger. You can also buy like stable coins like USDC, USDT, and then you can store them on your Ledger device, but not normal bank account itself.
Can you give us like some options, like if you want to buy and if you want to sell, like with your Ledger device and Ledger Live?
Yep. So if you want to buy, you can definitely buy through different service providers. So if you go to Ledger Live, and then there's a Discover tab, and inside Discover tab there are like multiple partners that offer different services, and few of them, they are like services especially focused on buying. So if you want to buy crypto using your bank account directly by transfer, or you can use PayPal, or you can use credit card, debit card to buy your funds. And then these providers, you can check out the rates across different platforms. Whichever is the best rate, then you can select and go for that. You can also sell your assets directly from Ledger Live Discover tab as well. We have few partners like BTC Direct, then BT as well. So if you are from European country, then you can definitely have an international bank account number, and then you can sell your assets using services. But directly connecting your Ledger device or Ledger Live app to a bank account is not possible.
Yeah, I think that's the most important point here, because the banking system is one, you can think of it one money network, whereas crypto is like its own network, right? So that's why there are third parties between those operations, like Prince just described. There are third parties for you to onboard into crypto, and also to offboard. Outboard, yeah.
So next is it's class red. I cannot swap my ING tokens. I have no idea why, but there is no swap button in Ledger Live.
It's possible that ING is actually not supported in the swap section, but you should be able to swap it by using like a different service. So I think ING is...
ING is not supported inside Ledger Live, and that's why it's not supported, and that's why you don't see the option to swap it. To swap your assets, you will need to use a third-party exchange or a third-party DEX. So basically, first of all, since ING is supported by a Ledger device and not with the Ledger Live app, in that case, you need to connect your Ledger device to ING Hub, which is the wallet specifically designed for this asset, and then you'll be able to manage your funds. Now, since this asset is not supported inside Ledger Live, you are not seeing the option to swap this asset. And of course, swapping services in Ledger Live also is not provided by us, it's provided by a third party. So we do not have any control over the supported regions or supported assets. So in that case, you will need to either send your tokens to an exchange and swap it from there, or you can use a third party DEX. Maybe I'll check it if Rango supports this too.
Yeah, Rango maybe. So ING is not, it's its own blockchain,
Yep.
right? It's not like an ERC.
No, it's a mainnet token, so
It's a mainnet token.
and it's not supported inside Ledger Live. So that's the reason you're not seeing your tokens.
So guys, we're checking, Prince is checking Rango. Rango might be able to do this swap for you, but
If they support.
if they support it,
Oh, they do. Nice.
okay.
They do support ING token. Nice.
Okay, good news. So ING is supported by Rango, and we have documentation on Rango.
Yep. So we're gonna like link it to you, and then you can follow the steps in this guide, and you can swap your tokens. Of course, using this DEX, but you don't have to enter your 24-word seed phrase or anything. You just connect your device using connect wallet button, and then you're good to go.
Cool.
So, class red. I hope I have answered your question.
I think you did.
Next is it's a Ukrainian name, so it's hello from Ukraine. So hello, nice to meet
Hello
you.
from Paris.
Next is Karnak Unreal. Hi, I'm still having problems with my Ledger device when it comes to staking Polkadot.
Can you be more specific? Because there are so many issues that can happen when staking Polkadot. I think we can share like a few best practices maybe, but
Yeah, I think I think Karnak also joined on the last Cosmos crypto class.
oh yeah, okay.
He's the same guy. So I can drop your case number. I think it will be better because your problem is a little bit difficult and technical, because he has selected all the validators, but they do not come to be active, and every time he tries to change it again, they become non-active. So I
he needs to rebag.
think so.
Yeah, rebagging should do the trick. Like, of course, provided that you have more than the minimum. But you guys talked on the last chat, right?
Yeah. So best thing, Karnak, is you just drop your case number which you got when you opened the support ticket with us, and then someone from our team will pick it up after the session and reply to you. So I think that will be more easier and faster way to help you. And yeah, please just drop your case number in the chat. Next is Linwood Jones. After an update, some cryptos are not showing up. So maybe it's just a synchronization issue. So do one thing: you can try to clear the cache, and if still the issue does not solve, then you can reach out to us, and then maybe we can help investigate what's the exact issue.
Showing just real quick how to
Yep.
clear the cache. I mean, you guys, if you've been following those live, you probably know how to do it. But you go into the settings gear here, help, clear cache, and then you clear, and that will force Ledger Live to resync with all the different networks, and hopefully that will display the correct accounts.
Yep.
And
Next,
crypto.
next is Forhad Al Farabi. Hello, sir. I live in Bangladesh and I want to purchase a Nano X wallet from Bangladesh. Please add crypto payment like Bitcoin or USDT. I think we do support.
We support it via an exchange, I think. Like,
I think via exchange, yeah, the mycrypto.com.
yeah.
So
But yeah, USDT might be a good idea as well to have.
I think Bitcoin still, by BitPay you can still pay in Bitcoin and BCH. And if you use crypto.com, then I think you can, I don't know which currencies they do support, but yeah, you can definitely use BitPay. BitPay is a platform which you can use, and then you can buy your device with a Bitcoin. I'm going to link the article for HUD so you can check it out. The supported payment methods to buy a Ledger device.
I just wanted to go back to Linwood. So Linwood, if you have any, you can also let us know like which
Specific
coins,
cryptos,
specific crypto are not showing in Ledger Live after the update, because that might be a bug as well. If not, we'll give you some troubleshooting steps live. But typically, if they were in Ledger Live, you don't see them anymore. You should be fine. It's probably a sync issue, but yeah,
Okay.
just let us know.
Next is Yum. He's asking, can I store Electronium in NanoX?
I remember this project.
Is it ERC?
I don't remember that, but it was like a mining. I'm not sure it's supported in Ledger Live actually.
We're just checking it for you, Mr. Park.
Yeah. So Prince is checking if it's supported. If it's an ERC20 token, then the answer is probably yes, but
You just don't want to give them the wrong
yeah,
ETN.
it might be an ERC actually.
No,
It's not.
it's not. It has their own blockchain.
Okay.
So we can definitely escalate this feedback to our dev team, but of course we can't provide any ETAs, and if it's going to be added in the future, but definitely we can escalate your feedback to our dev team. So for now, Eon, you cannot store Electronium. Wow, fuck, that's Electronium in NanoX. It's not supported yet, so you will not be able to store it inside your Ledger device. Ian would say sounds good. Llama666 says sounds great.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Next is Ruben. He's asking, hey, a lot of unwanted NFTs on my Matic account. I'm hiding them all, but I'm getting a lot. Is there a way to solve this?
Okay, so currently the only way to solve this issue is to go one by one and to hide the NFTs. We'll show you in a second.
He's already hiding it,
Oh, okay.
but he's getting a lot of them. So
Well, unfortunately, there is nothing you can do to stop it, because the Polygon blockchain is public, all the addresses are public, so anyone can send you NFTs. So there is no way to stop it, but the only thing you can do is just keep hiding those. Hopefully in the future we'll have like a better feature.
yeah, we are. I think our teams are working to figure out like if there is a way that they can filter it out before it enters your account, like maybe like 0 transaction fees, I think. But yeah, we're working on some kind of not working exactly, but like trying to find out a way that we can hide it before directly without you doing it, so it automatically hides once it's come to your account. But yeah, we don't have any concrete plans as of now.
And Prince, can you explain what's going on with this NFT situation?
So basically, guys, what happens is, as you guys know, if you are using Polygon, the transaction fees on Polygon is very cheap. And as you know how blockchain works, your public addresses can be seen by anyone on the blockchain. So what does the scammer do is like he'll batch on like 1,000 different addresses, and then they send this scam NFTs to that 1,000 addresses. And sometimes the user might see it, oh, there's some kind of airdrop or there is some kind of a swap that I have to do, then I'll get some more free tokens.
Yeah.
And then they fall for this scam, and once they try to interact, as in if they try to move it or if they try to approve any transactions with this particular scam NFT, then they are approving that NFT can access their entire address. And once they do that, then the scammer has access to your entire address, and then he can actually steal your valuable tokens and NFTs.
So that's why it's not safe to move the NFT around.
Yeah, the only thing you can do is right click on it and hide it, because if you try to move it to another address, or let's say a burn address, you still have to sign the transaction, and once you sign the transaction, you are basically signing an approval for that particular token. Now if the token is programmed in a way that it is malicious, then it's definitely going to take all the money away from you.
Can you give some examples of what those NFTs look like?
It's like, maybe you can show it on the screen.
Yeah, we've got a few here. And
I've got a lot of them.
You've got a lot. Yeah, me too. I've got like hundreds of them.
Polygon. So yeah, it's like...
It's mostly on Polygon, right?
It's mostly Polygon.
BSC potentially, although I haven't seen a lot.
I think they're filtering it out. That's why BSC you don't see that much, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you get like 5,000 USDT or like 500 USDC, something like that.
Exactly.
And then you just have to click, claim this airdrop, you can get a Bored Ape for free, and that's not for free. It's gonna take all your money, guys, so just do not fall for this scam.
So all of the NFTs that you see on the screen here, they all scam. And the scam is mostly like, okay, as Prince was saying, don't move them because you would be moving them, you would be interacting with the underlying smart contract that might be malicious. But also, they come with links. So for example, this one, and this link is probably going to take you to a phishing website that will try to steal your recovery phrase.
Let's go to the phishing website.
Maybe a different stream. But like basically, this is dangerous. So never follow those links.
Mm-hmm.
Never type your recovery phrase anywhere or share it with anyone.
And never try to send your scam NFTs. It's not your NFT, but scam NFTs to any other address.
Cool.
Next is Llama 6666. Any updates on Firefox MetaMask fix? Whose work are we waiting for at the moment?
We're waiting for Firefox. This time is on the Firefox side of things. I think the latest update completely broke 2FA.
U2F.
U2F, thank you. U2F, which was the piece of software, the middleware that was making it possible to connect a Ledger device to MetaMask on Firefox. It's no longer possible, so that's why it's not working. So the only solution is to use a different browser.
Yep, and it's also Firefox's issue basically. Like if they either they can fix it or MetaMask can fix it because we have not changed anything on our back end or front end basically.
That's true.
So
that being said, if the Firefox team wants to reach out to our team to work things out, then we can also do this, right?
So if you guys know someone from Firefox and then if you want to fix it, then you can ask them to reach out to us. Next is Karnak. Okay, he's asking, when I nominate active validators, they're just showing as inactive. I have reset, restored, contacted support, haven't helped me at all. And he has dropped his case number also. I already rebagged as well, I think, but my case number is this. So don't worry, we'll check it and we'll see what's going on. We'll check your address and we'll see exactly what's wrong. Mm-hmm. Don't worry. So someone from our team will get back to you ASAP. So
yeah, absolutely.
And you will start receiving rewards for sure.
As long as you have enough, the minimum, right? Which is currently...
He has around 500 dots, if I remember correctly.
He's got 500
Yeah, he's got 500 dots, so it's way above the limit. Next is Nemo. He's asking, I have a question about Hedera. When staking on Ledger and when Hedera NFT storing?
We don't have an ETA for this kind of things. So again, it's one of those projects that, yes, it will be in Ledger Live eventually, but the question of when is difficult because just a few developers, very big implementation, right? Difficult.
And I think we are working on multiple implementations, guys. It's not only one chain that we are working at one point in time. They are like new chains each day and then they submit their apps. Then our team has to do security audits, create an entire UI based for the Ledger Live and to incorporate them. And each of them has different features like staking, NFTs, and each of them has a different protocols around it. So it's pretty complicated to add like new chains inside Ledger Live and then adding more features on top of it. But we are working on it. We are working on supporting as many tokens and supporting as many protocols as we can on each blockchain. And that's why it might take more time than we think. So Nemo, we don't have an exact ETA yet on when staking on Ledger and when Hedera NFT storing. But you can actually do that. You can actually store your NFTs and you can actually stake with your Ledger device. It's just that you need to use Hashpack as a front end instead of Ledger Live, and then you can still do it. So if you want to do it, you can just connect your Ledger device to Hashpack. You can click on staking and you can start staking that way. Also, you can send your NFTs to your Ledger Hedera address, and then you can connect your Ledger device again to Hashpack to view and manage those NFTs. Yeah. So it's not like you can't do it. It's just like you can't do it with Ledger Live. So in that case, you need to use a third-party front end. But again, you're just using the front end. Your private keys are secured offline on the Ledger device, secure element chip.
And typically, once we launch staking, like HBAR staking in Ledger Live as well, the staking you would have done via Hashpack would probably reflect in Ledger Live as well. So, you will have this nice UX.
True.
So you can start in Hashpack and then later you will have that stuff in Ledger Live as well. So don't worry, it's perfectly safe. A lot of people are scared to connect their Ledger device to third-party wallets.
I guess. So guys, even the DApp can be compromised. That's okay. If connecting your Ledger device does not risk your assets in any way. It's like even if you sign a transaction, then only your assets are at risk, right? So connecting to all these third-party apps with the Connect Hardware Wallet button, not with the seed phrase. Connect Hardware Wallet button, then it's completely safe because sometimes people will like, I input my seed phrase into that third-party app, but no, that's not the way to connect it because now your seed phrase is exposed online and now it can be hacked and your funds can be moved without your Ledger device, confirming your assets, confirming your transaction with your Ledger device. So.
Yeah.
Next is Juan. He's asking, how can I view this Q&A later? Is it being recorded? So I think you won't be able to see the questions, but yeah, the session is recorded and then it's going to be on this YouTube channel. So if you go to a live section on our channel, then you'll see all the previous ones and the one which you're doing today and the one which you're going to do in upcoming days. So they're all stored and recorded, yes.
Yeah, and you can ask even after the AMA. You can still ask questions in the comments as well if you want to ask us any questions. We often take a look at the comments after our AMAs. And that being said, Juan, the best way to talk to us is to ask questions right now if you can, or you can come tomorrow. We'll have we're live all the time, basically every single day. So yeah.
Yeah, because tomorrow also same time we're gonna be there again on YouTube same time, and then Wednesday we're gonna be on Twitter around same time, and then again on Thursday someone from our team will be doing it on YouTube as well. And plus we also have people in American American team that is also taking care of it. So if you want to do it in US time zone, the Pacific time zone basically, then you can actually tune in at that time and then you can ask your questions there. Next is Outback Oz. Any more info on Clin's minimum stake being changed from 32 ETH to a lesser amount, assuming this will now directly compete with Lido staked Ethereum?
So for now, this is the only feature that's provided in Ledger Live via Qlin. So yes, you need 32 ETH minimum to be able to stake. We'll see if that changes in the future. But for now, this is the only way to do it. And if you want a liquid stake, for now it's just for Lido. Or you can get like tokens like Rocket Pool ETH as well. You can get that via PairSwap. Rocket Pool is like a service that's similar to Lido as well. Typically, you don't want to put all your eggs in the same basket when it comes to liquid staking. You want to have a bit of everything, so a little bit of ST ETH, a little bit of Rocket Pool ETH, a little bit of whatever else is available out there. And you also want to keep like some, pure ETH as
Real
well.
ETH.
Yeah.
to pay the transaction fees.
Yeah, exactly.
Next is 123. He said, hello once more. I see no option to put Ethereum into my Optimism account. Support link says to simply transfer, yet how? Optimism not showing up in options. So 123 you can basically do is like whenever you just buy some Ethereum on maybe an exchange, and then when trying to withdraw it, you have an option to change the network of the withdrawal, and then there you can change it from Ethereum to Optimism, and you can then send your assets to your Optimism account via Ethereum network.
Yeah, because it's possible that the exchange you're using doesn't support Optimism. Maybe they only support Polygon and Ethereum and like those classic networks. But Optimism is a little more niche.
So basically, you just have to do like buy some Ethereum on an exchange that supports Optimism network withdrawals, and then when we're withdrawing it, just change the network from Ethereum to Optimism, and then it will just send your Ethereum to your Optimism account on Optimism network, and then once you have that, then you'll be able to move your tokens to another address that you're trying to move.
123, tell us which exchange, if you don't mind sharing this information, of course, but you can tell us which exchange you use, because we've used pretty much every single crypto exchange
just to test it out.
Yeah, just to test. So like, I know that, for example, Binance does support Optimism now. Coinbase does not. I think
no, it does not.
They support Base.
And Polygon
and Ethereum, but they don't. So if you're on Coinbase, that's perfectly normal. You don't have the option to send to Optimism.
Then you'll have to send it to another exchange that supports this network withdrawal, and then you can send it to, or you can directly buy it in Ledger Live, right? And then I can so yeah, I think you don't have to use an exchange 123. I think we can just show you how you can buy it Optimism directly.
So so buy and sell, and then you click compare providers, and let's assume you're in the US here, but let's say you want $100 of, and then you look into this menu here and check OP. OP is not supported.
If you go to Discover tab.
The Discover tab. One thing you could do is like you could send to your Polygon account and then bridge. Like you could send,
or Ethereum account.
Or Ethereum account, yeah. You could send your OP. I mean, the easiest is
just buying.
Like buying on an exchange that supports Optimism, like Binance, for example. But if you don't have the option to do that, then you can send to your Ethereum account, ETH account, and then you can bridge your OP from your Ethereum account to Optimism, but that's gonna cost you a lot. I mean, by a lot, I mean like probably like maybe $20 to bridge. So that might be something. And a bridging service, like to send from your Ethereum account to your Optimism account, would be something like, I think, what's the name of this? Squid. Squid here will provide this service, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, like you would select like Ethereum, and so for example OP, but it's not even supported.
I think buying it on external exchange is the only
Yeah,
way.
it's probably the best. Yeah. Yep. Get a Binance account if you can. I'm sure that they support OP token and Optimism.
Next is got a lot of questions.
Wow.
Okay. Next is Abdullah. Can I have different Tron account in one ledger live and a ledger device? So can he have multiple accounts of Tron in Ledger Live? Yes, you can. There is no limit on how many addresses you can create with your Ledger device inside Ledger Live. You can have like 7 Tron accounts if you want, 10 Tron accounts if you want. But you need to have some Tron inside each Tron account to pay for the transaction fees, and also at least 0.1 to activate that account. So just make sure to do that. And then there's no maximum limit. So you can use one for Tron and one for USDT. But again, if your Tron is in account 1 and if your USDT is in account 2, then you will not be able to send your USDT because the Tron should be in account 2 to cover the transaction fees, and then you will run into the parent account does not have sufficient balance to pay for the transaction error.
And Prince, you said like you need at least 0.1
each to activate it, and otherwise the tokens will be hidden and it won't be seen.
Yeah, so 0.1 TRX, right?
0.1 TRX, sorry.
In the account. So just like that, right? You need at least like a low balance here.
0.1, yes.
0.1, yeah. Otherwise, the token, no token.
Yeah, you're just having an empty account with that should be seen. So yeah, so first there's no limit on how many accounts you can have in Ledger Live for Tron or any other asset, and just make sure to have all your assets on same address, or if you want to have multiple address, then make sure you have enough TRX in each account to cover the transaction fees basically.
Clear.
Next is Ruben. Thank you. I asked on X, former Twitter, about unwanted NFTs and got a lot of messages of people trying to help, saying me there was a solution to this. I think they wanted to scam me, and be aware all. Yes, I think Ruben, you're right. There are a lot of people on Twitter for sure pretending to be Ledger support and hey guys, we are here. Can you please share 24 words, and then we
can you share best practices on X?
So basically on X, guys, formerly known as Twitter, you can first thing is to check out for how many followers do we have. We are on around 59k followers. Next thing is to check is the golden tick mark next to the Ledger support name. And the third thing is to verify is the very, very important thing is the Twitter handle. We are only 2 official accounts on Ledger. On Twitter X is at Ledger, that is at LEDGER. And the support account, that from where we do all the support related stuff, it's at Ledger_support, and that's it. Other accounts which you see might have at Ledger_support 32, 44, or something like that. So just make sure to have these 3 things like golden tick mark, followers, and the Twitter handle.
And the badge as well. We
have the badge, the golden tick mark, right? So yeah.
Oh no, next to it, we have like this,
the Ledger badge.
but it's difficult to see on the black.
So yeah, just guys make sure to not interact with any fake account, and we do not do DMs. We do not provide any phone support. We do not have any active support on Telegram at all. So please be aware.
Those super fast support accounts that get back to you within like half a second, those are scams most of the time. It always takes time for us to reply to tweets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So next is Nemo again. He's asking about those scam NFTs on Polygon. But this applies only to mobile. You can hide the scam NFTs, but not the incoming transaction on the mobile. But hiding it on the desktop also hides the transaction. Yes,
that's true.
We are aware of it, Nemo, and we are working on it. So soon, you from mobile also you'll be gone from your account and from the transaction history. Because we recently had this, I think it's a bug, and then we'll just fix it. And then the next version of Ledger Live app, you will be able to hide both transaction history as well as the scammy NFT.
Yeah, so be careful, like whenever you copy paste, like actually you should never copy paste addresses from your transaction history for this very reason, right? Because you don't want to accidentally like copy a transaction or like an address that belongs to a scammer.
Next is Mellow Outman. API HTTP 503 error. How do I fix it? So Mellow, if you can let us know which crypto asset is being affected, then we can give you troubleshooting more accurately. So you don't, we can just provide better help for this. So just let us know which account or which asset is facing HTTP 503 error, and then we can help you more. Llama 666 is saying Firefox is actually dumping U2F and using web authentication instead. I don't think they're bringing it back. Does that mean we are stuck?
You're not stuck, really. I mean, you just have to change browser.
Yeah, you can just use a Chrome browser, but I think some people don't like Chrome browser of this policy. So
Use Brave.
Yeah, it's still a Chromium browser. But yeah, guys, like there's no. But why do you want to use MetaMask, guys? There's a lot of other options, right?
That is true.
Yeah, you can use Trust Wallet now, which is compatible with your Ledger device and it supports multiple chains. You can use Coinbase Wallet, which also supports multiple chains. And after MetaMask, it's like Coinbase is the second wallet that you'll see all the dApps and DEXs list to connect it to them. So yeah, definitely you can use a different third-party app, not only MetaMask, because MetaMask is not the only answer for everything, guys.
For sure. One that I like, not necessarily advise you, and you pick the one you want, but I like Rabby. It works very well with a Ledger device. I mean, all those options, you can connect your Ledger device to all of them, and you'll see the same accounts.
Yeah, Rabby, I think you still can't use it with a lot of dApps because they're not supported there. Or you can directly use Wallet Connect if you're trying to use it with something else. But
Sure.
And if you are looking for adding like tokens which are not supported in Ledger Live, then you can use a dApp called Zerion, which is also compatible with your Inside Ledger device and with your Inside Ledger Live. And then you just go to your Discover section, type Zerion, and then it will show you all your tokens in all EVM chains, all networks, Ethereum, Polygon, Optimism, all the chains.
Yep.
And that's why you don't need to use much. And you can send, swap, and you can also manage your NFTs inside this app, so you don't have to go outside Ledger Live. And then if you sign your transactions from this dApp, then you'll be clear signing your transactions rather than using MetaMask and doing a blind signing of a transaction.
Pretty cool.
And people who don't know what's the blind signing,
Let's explain.
then it's like basically signing a transaction without reading the contract details, and then it can be risky sometimes as well. So.
Yeah, blind signing would be like you're about to send a transaction, but instead of the transaction giving you details that you can understand, right? Like you're sending this to that account in plain text, you'll just get like a bunch of numbers. So you really don't know what you're signing, and you have to trust that this transaction is not trying to be malicious or anything like that. And the beauty of using Ledger Live is that you don't have to blind sign anything, you're clear sign. And that's the safest way to interact with crypto.
Yep. And since it's half an hour of what you have done, so just people who have just tuned in now, if you don't know what we are doing, we are from Ledger Customer Success, and we are here for at least another half an hour. And if you guys have any questions regarding crypto, Ledger, NFTs, smart contracts, anything, DeFi, DEXs, you can drop it in the chat. We'll answer them live right now, me and Dan. And and if you have any other questions regarding any scams that you want to be aware of or want to make us aware of, then you can also link them in the chat, and then we can escalate it to get it down like ASAP, basically.
Any question, guys, we're here for you. Even goofy questions, even...
which is your favorite crypto, like that kind of question. No financial advice, of course. But
of course.
Next is Noel, and he's asking, when is Ledger Stacks coming out, Dan?
We don't have an ETA. The reason why we no longer provide ETAs is because we want to make sure that the device is good to go and up to the standards that we expect from a device that's more expensive before you guys get it. So the only thing you can do, Noel, if you've pre-ordered your device, we'll send you an email to the email that you used to pre-order once the device is ready to ship. And yeah, that's the best way to get up to date.
Next is Mike Mean, and he also had the same question. So
Same answer.
Same answer. Next is MG. He's saying, hi San, nice to see you. I think he meant Dan, because S and D is very close to each other, so maybe.
Oh yeah, MG, yeah.
Okay, Melo is saying, I need to cash out some Bitcoin to pay bills. How do I get the cash? I have Nano S from 2017. I think that might be an issue.
I need to cash out some Bitcoin to pay bills. How do I get the cash out? No. Well, I mean, there's many ways you can do this.
Yeah, just open Ledger Live.
Yeah.
But if you're running into HTTP 500 error, just make sure you're not on the old version of Ledger Live. Make sure you're using the latest version, latest firmware, and latest Bitcoin app. So there is an article that explains all the steps on how to update your entire setup.
Make sure you have your recovery phrase before you do any of that, by the way.
Yep, guys. Yeah, please update. Before any updates, you should have your 24 words each phrase with yourself. So in case the device gets reset,
Yeah.
you can still restore it with your 24 words and manage your assets. So yeah, Mello, you can just try to update everything. After that, if everything is updated and it's still facing this error, make sure you have right network connection. You're not using any VPN or something like that. Try using your mobile hotspot instead of Wi-Fi. Maybe that could be in like what is it? You like that might be like coming in the way, and then you might be facing synchronization issue. Third thing you can do is if everything is updated and if you still want to sell it, then you can use Electrum, which is a third-party front end, just like Ledger Live, but only for Bitcoin. And then you can send your funds from there to an exchange and cash it out. If you want to do directly from Ledger Live, then also you can do it. You just have to go to Discover tab in Ledger Live, and there are like 2-3 partners that do support selling for this. Like BTC Direct is one of them.
Yeah,
and
true.
and next is BT is also one of them. So you can directly sell your assets from there as well.
Yeah. I wonder if they are listed here. Maybe not. Yeah. Which one did you say? BTC Direct?
BTC Direct,
Yeah,
yes.
it's
Yeah.
here.
And BT also might be there.
Yeah.
Even Ramp supports some of the tokens here.
Yeah.
So guys, either one of you can use Mello to sell your assets directly from Ledger Live. If this does not work, then you can connect your device to Electrum wallet using Connect Hardware Wallet button, again as what the instructions mentioned in an article. And you can send your funds to an exchange and then sell it from there. So MG said Dan, yes.
Hi, MJ. Oh, we've got a lot of questions.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
Mermaid
Mermaid Goddess. I got a nice name. I got a Ledger hardware. How can I use Ledger to save cryptocurrencies in Binance? Nice. We do have a Help Center article on how to move your assets from Binance to your Ledger wallet. So first and foremost, you have to install the Ledger Live app. Install the BSC app on your Ledger device from My Ledger section, and add a BSC account inside Ledger Live. And then you'll be able to send, and that will be your address basically. That will be your receiving address. And once you go there, you just click on receive, and yeah, you just have to click on receive and then send your assets to it. Of course, if there are different assets, then you have to add different accounts. For example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then you have to send your assets to these particular accounts. Now, as you can see, Dan, who's next to me, has drafted a very good article on it. So Mermaid, that will definitely help you with the process.
Yeah, make sure you select when you're on Binance. Binance will ask you for basically two things, right? The address and the network.
It doesn't ask you for network. It just selects the default
yeah, sometimes
Binance
it does
network.
it. Yeah, but sometimes it will say like it will be a little tricky, and it will say, oh, you can also like choose BSC. Even if in some networks, like I don't know, EVM chains, usually it will ask you, it will prompt you to select BSC. So make sure that you match the network to the accounts that you want to use, right? If you have an Ethereum account, use the Ethereum network, and if you want to send it to Binance Smart Chain, then use the Binance Smart Chain network. So you always see your token in Ledger Live.
Yep. And if you have any doubts, then of course tomorrow we'll be having the same session at the same time, 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Paris time. You can also tune in and ask if there's any question. And also remember to send a small test transaction first.
Yeah.
Just to be sure, and so you don't make any mistakes. And once you do it, you can send your assets from your Binance exchange to your Ledger device. Next is MG is asking, Dan, are the updates done alone now?
No, quite the opposite actually. We do them together. There was a time where I would do like solo the updates on Mondays, but we decided to do it together because it's more fun as well.
Next is Llama. Bridging to Optimism from layer 2 like Polygon and ARB is much cheaper. Binance can transfer to both. Yes, so he was answering to the question from the previous user who was trying to withdraw it using Optimism network. Noel is asking when stacks. So Noel, we already answered this question, but yeah, as Dan mentioned, we don't have exact ETA, but that's because we are like working on getting you the best device possible in a best quality possible, so that's why it might take some more time. Class Red is saying I still cannot trade. I cannot swap because there is no swap button next to my token. So you need to let us know which token is this Class Red, because I think your question was. Wait, I'll have to check.
Yeah.
Like ING tokens.
ING, yeah.
So ING is not supported Class Red. That's why you're not able to swap them in Ledger Live, or they are not supported by the service provider. So you need to use an external service provider. That's why I linked then an article that will explain which service provider you can use and swap your assets. If you're talking about a different token, then please let me know. Then I can share a different service provider for that token as well.
Yeah, Klaus, right? Don't use Ledger Live. Ledger Live does not recognize ING, right? You will need your Ledger device, but Ledger Live will not help you. You will need to connect your Ledger device to a third-party front end, wallets, whatever. In this case, what is the name of the
Rango.
Rango, yeah. So you can connect that to Rango and print share the article, and this is how you're gonna get the tokens.
Yeah, it's not natively supported. If any token is not supported natively, that's meaning if you cannot add an account in Ledger Live for a particular token, and if you're using a third-party wallet with your Ledger device to manage those assets, then you will not be able to have those tokens in the swapping services as well.
That's it.
Next is Nemo. He's saying, thank you for the info. It really helps out a lot. Keep tuning in, Nemo, and keep asking questions. This is what we're trying to do. Instead of you guys reaching out to us, we are trying to reach out to you and ask you if you have any questions, then you can just get quick answers, because crypto is very fast. It keeps changing, and then that's why you need better and faster service, and that's why we're trying to provide a better and faster service at Ledger. Next is Big Fang. He's saying hi Big Fang.
Hello.
Last red saying, looks like my tokens are banned. I see an interesting sign when I want to swap. We'll need to check.
I doubt it. I don't think it's banned just because Rango is a DEX, so I don't think they will stop you from. But maybe you need to manually add the token, and they're just giving you a little warning, like, hey, you're about to add an uncommon token. Maybe that's the point, but then you can proceed. But again, I would do it with just a tiny amount first and see if that goes through. And follow the steps that Prince shared as well.
Yep. Next is MG with a smiling emoji. Mellow Outman is saying thank you, welcome. Noel is saying, team, I've been waiting since May. Noel, it's everyone who has been waiting for it. Me too, you as well. We all are waiting for it. No one has got it, but we all are waiting for it. But I think this wait will not go waste, because of course, first of all, thank you for being patient, of course, and supporting us. And second of all, if you have waited for so long, you're going to definitely get something extra when you get your device, exactly. And once you get the device, whenever you get it, it's going to be a proper finished quality device.
Yeah.
And that's why it's going to take some time. And we're really sorry for the delay again, as we keep saying it.
For sure. But it's going to be worth it. I'm excited for my device. We know, because of course, insider baseball, right? We know that the team is working on it. So we know the device is going to be quality, but it takes way more time than we thought initially. But yeah, at this point, we all
are waiting.
Fans waiting for
just
our
like
devices.
Just like you. Next is Emir. He's saying, I'm in US trying to swap from SHIB to USDT. 1inch and Paraswap, that's service provider. Seems like the service provider no longer supports US based users. If these are not supported, why these showed as providers? So yeah, you can take this.
Well, I think the first reason is because we our user base goes beyond the United States, right?
It's global base. Yeah.
It's global, so that's why the app is always visible in Ledger Live. But you're not stuck with those providers. They are, you can try something like Uniswap. Uniswap might give you the option to swap SHIB to USDT. And who knows, maybe there is a different service like Squid. Zerion.
Yeah, you can show him, you can use Zerion, which is another dApp inside the Discover section. And from there, you can swap your tokens on the same network if you want to.
Yeah.
So here, Dan will show how it's working. So you'll go to the Discover tab, you'll open the Zerion, and then you slide down. On the left, you can see there is option to swap. And from there, you can swap your assets on different chain.
Which was it?
It was SHIB and USDT. So yeah, you can do it.
So SHIB, boom.
Shiba.
I've actually never used Zerion for this.
I used it a lot.
It's good?
Yeah, it's good. It works and it doesn't break. So
okay.
Because no one uses it, I guess.
Here we go. See, you can create the transaction, right?
Yeah, you can use this. You can swap your tokens and then boom. That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah. You will need to be on the Ethereum network. So
Yeah, I think, but it will probably let you know that everything is safe and you'll clear signing the transaction.
yeah.
So Amir, you can use this provider in US, and then I think you shouldn't be facing
Oh.
any issue to swap your tokens.
Okay, it's good to know. It's good to know that it's there.
Yeah, I think it's a very strong competition to MetaMask. Like that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Oh, I think I wasn't showing my screen. Let's go through it one more time.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that. That's my fault. So yeah. So discover, you said,
Mm-hmm.
and
Then go to Zerion.
Ethereum.
On the right side, left side, you'll see in the column swap option, and then you
Swap.
click on it. You select the trading pair which you want. You first select the chain, of course, and then you select the trading pair, which
Ship
Shiba Inu for USDT,
and
and
USDT,
boom.
and boom.
And
Yeah.
you don't need to use Paraswap or 1inch in that case. And also Paraswap and 1inch token approvals are not working correctly right now. We're working on fixing it. So I think Zerion is your best option for now.
Perfect.
Next is Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain in Yorkshire, okay. Will you have Pulse Chain on Ledger? I'm storing on MetaMask with my Ledger, but would be nice to store directly inside a Ledger.
Eventually, yes, it will be supported, but yeah, we don't have an ETA. But eventually, yes.
Yeah, we are working to integrate as many tokens. So I think if it's already on MetaMask, then I think slowly it's going to be. Because we also don't want you guys to use third-party services, guys. Honestly, we don't want you to use any third-party apps to manage your assets, because we know it's like difficult. Sometimes it can be scammy. You can run into fake websites. But each protocol, each blockchain, it's complicated and it will take time to integrate it. So give us some time. Until then, we'll still secure your assets using the third-party apps. So that's what our main goal is, to first secure your assets and then slowly give you an option to manage them directly within the Ledger ecosystem. Next is Big Fang. I'm a YouTuber about hardware wallet in Mandarin. I introduce sharing Ledger to Mandarin audience. Nice.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Big Fang. If you want to have any kind of like a collab with us, with our team, and you want to have like an AMA kind of thing with your community, then you can let us know. We have people who speak Mandarin in our team as well. And also if you can do it in English, we are happy to do it in English as well. So yeah, and then we can help you and help educate your community how you can protect your assets, how they can manage your assets, what all they can do with their Ledger device, and so on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next is our lax saying sup. Next is Mellow Outman saying thanks. Okay, I got to spot this time to go back and review what you said. Go for it. If you have any issues, you come back tomorrow. We're gonna be same time. We're gonna be here, me and Dan, and we can ask your questions there as well.
4:30 CT, so that's Paris time. We'll be back.
Central Eastern time, 4:30 Central Eastern time, guys. Gangbang, nice name, is saying, can I purchase a NanoX using Binance? If not, please add Binance Pay option.
It's not supported yet, but
So for now, it's not supported, but we can escalate this feedback to our team for review. For now, you can use mycrypto.com or you can use BitPay, and you can buy it using your Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash and all the tokens that are supported inside MyCrypto.
And we have a very big network of retailers as well. So depending on where you live, you might be able to purchase it like in a hardware store directly in your local currency, but it depends on where you're located as well. You can go to ledger.com. There is a reseller section.
/reseller, yeah.
/resellers.
Let me just give it to him so he doesn't have to.
That's also a safe option. And typically, like, the good thing about buying from resellers is sometimes they do have like physical locations, so they might also like give you
Demo.
a demo, like help you like how to safely onboard and things like that, which is not the case.
And all the devices that you might purchase from an authorized reseller or mentioned on this website are devices coming from our manufacturing facility. So you don't have to worry about are they fake or are they genuine. And of course, every time you connect your Ledger device to the Ledger Live app, it will check its genuineness. And if it's a fake or a tampered one, it will not go through. Next is Love Wins. Will I be able to withdraw directly to a bank account, or in the future will this ever be an option to withdraw funds directly to your bank? If you're an EU user, if you're in EU Europe basically, and if you have IBAN, and then you can definitely withdraw your assets directly to your bank account right now at this point in time. Of course, if you're an American customer, then maybe in future we'll have more service providers, I guess. But I think you're not an American, because if you're in America, you might be asleep right now. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I'm not sure, but for now, yeah, we don't. If you are an European user, then you can definitely withdraw your funds directly to your bank account by using different services we have in Ledger Live. And if you are outside EU, then yeah, these services are going to come as well in future.
But point taken, like we need more
Selling.
off-ramps. Yeah,
Mhm,
there's not enough in Ledger Live. There's only like 3 of them for now, like 3, 4, depending where you're located.
4 or 5, depending on your location.
Yeah. If you're Indian, for example, if you're based in India, like you've got very good off-ramps. But if you're in the US, it's like
Even in some of the Asian countries, I feel.
yeah.
But definitely, we'll escalate this feedback. Thank you, Love Wins, for the feedback. But again, as I said, it's possible now, and in future, of course, it's going to be possible in more convenient ways, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Lincoln Brown. Hi from London. Hello.
Hey.
Does Ledger support XDC?
Yes, your Ledger device can create accounts and store XDC coins, the private keys to the coins, but XDC is not supported in Ledger Live yet, so you have to use a third-party wallet together with your Ledger device to create the account, the XDC account, and store your coins. If it's the first time you're doing it, so first of all, we have documentation that Pringe is going to share in a second. If it's your first time doing this, sending XDC coins to your accounts, use a small amount first so you get familiar with using a third-party wallet. And if that transaction goes through and you see the amount, then you can send the balance.
Mm-hmm. Next is Sterling Crypto. Will Ledger Recover ever become available on Ledger Nano S?
I don't think it will be available on that.
It won't be supported on Ledger Nano S. Reason behind that is the tech on Nano S is very old, and size of the device is very small to handle the recover service or recover feature basically. So short answer is no, it's not going to be supported on Ledger Nano S.
Yeah.
Next is Bets. When will you guys allow you to store Kaspa keys to our Ledger device? And Kaspa apps is definitely in work. We are working on it, but as golden rule of Ledger is to never provide an ETA, because of course last minute bugs can push the release a little back. So Bets, it's definitely coming. Kaspa apps are definitely in work, and soon, once if it clears the security audit, which is very important for you guys, because safety is paramount importance for Ledger. So once it passes through the security audit, then definitely you'll be able to manage your and secure your keys with your Ledger device.
Because this golden rule is not here to annoy you guys. I know it's frustrating that it takes so much time, but it's mostly a question of security, right? We're not going to launch an app that we think is not secure or hasn't gone through like the security process, right? We'd rather take time, and we know that sometimes it is frustrating, than release an app that's not secure. So we appreciate the patience, but it's coming. Cast is getting a lot of traction on social media. Like I see it all over Twitter. So yeah.
Next is Farhad. Please add a reseller in Bangladesh. Farhad, if you know anyone in Bangladesh who's happy to be a reseller, then ask them to reach out to us, and then we can definitely work with them, help them sign a contract, send them devices, and they can actually become an authorized reseller. So, and if you want to do it, even you can do it as well. But for now, we do not have any roadmap about this, but maybe in future, definitely. But you can also order it from Amazon. You can order it from Amazon if you can. If you're not, then you have to go to a country which is
India is
supporting.
next door, right?
India is next door, so you can definitely go to India, and it's so, and like we have a lot of resellers in India as well. So you can get it, and then you can travel back to Bangladesh, which is not very convenient at the moment, but that's at least safe way to do it. And that was the last question.
Oh,
right,
wow.
right on time.
Pretty good. Do you have any
Last minute. Yeah, I have, guys.
words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom. No, I don't have any words of wisdom, guys. The only thing I have is for you, is please do not share, lose, or mistype or type your 24 words anywhere except your device. Anyone asking for your 24 words is sure a scammer.
A scammer, guys.
Yeah.
It's a scam.
Yeah, so having a Ledger device does not protect you 100%. It's up to you guys as well to also be a little paranoid, a little aware of what different scams are happening. And on that note, maybe I can share some best safety practices that you can use when using your Ledger device, guys. It's for all of you guys. including myself, because we keep on seeing a lot of scams happening in the industry.
And new scams happening every single day, right?
Exactly, and it's very easy to because guys, what scammer does is like they'll try to scam 1,000 people, and out of them even 2 are scammed, and they'll still get like like what they were looking for in the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we've
So-
got one last.
Great job, guys. Same thing. So off ramps for debit card, I think that you guys offer only in Europe, not in US, correct?
It's the CL card.
On the same thing off ramps for the
Well-
debit card, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we have to do better with off ramps, like generally.
especially for US.
Yeah. It's the curse of crypto right now. It's like so easy to get in, but the issue is like when you want to get out, so you're sort of forced into holding your crypto. But I mean, not
Not
literally, because you can still do it, but it takes like more work. It should be a little simplified, I think.
So
I'm pretty sure you're sharing this article.
best safety practices to use when having Ledger device, guys. Please check out this article. I know no one likes to read, but since you have a lot of money, I feel you guys should read it and be safe. That's what we all want. We'll meet you again tomorrow, and if you have some more questions, then please keep it ready and ask us again. Until then, ciao.
Bye bye.